Howdy, 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 my name's Nacho Sasuke, and welcome back to Let's Read Housepets. In the last episode, Peanut Butter and Jelly and the other person, it's been a while, they did a whole lot of weird magical role-playing, emotional stuff happened, and now we're on this page, so. I can't stand these comics, so why does anyone keep making them? Are you reading a newspaper? I mean, in general, all stories get on my nerves. They're just about the boring lives of boring people I don't care about. I keep looking, but there's nothing in any of these stories for me. Well, you must have some idea what sort of story you'd like to read. Well, there was a book I read as a pup, Runt the Spectacular. It had everything. Adventure, romance, a character I could relate to. Great, what if you wrote fanfiction about it? No, I'm not going to be so indulgent. It doesn't count unless they assuage my personal nostalgia for me. Good luck with that, then. Hey, what's that thing say? I mean, why be indulgent when there's so much potential to be smug? The all-impersonal they. Another spot. Spot Professor versus Professor Killbody. I have invented a time machine. Impossible! You didn't use any spinning! I can and did. The machine is flawless. How did you solve the problem of canceling velocity? Wouldn't you maintain your current velocity and position in space? This is not an issue. Relativity means I stay within my reference frame. To prove it, I'll go back 3 seconds in time. Is that supposed to... You can tell he was destined to be a villain because of his name. Is that person falling in the background supposed to be him, or... Professor Spot and the incredibly geeky joke. You've never watched Scooby-Doo before? Give me a break, I'm like 4 years old. Oh, well, what did you think of it? The humans are dull and I don't know what's going on half the time, but I like the dog character a lot. How come? He's edgy. They dared to put in a Saturday morning cartoon a character with both gender and species identity issues? What? He doesn't have any identity issues. Then how come he keeps calling himself Ruby Roo? Yes, it's another kangaroo pun. The private screening room. So, I never heard. What did you do for Sasha on Valentine's Day? Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? She's technically your girlfriend, right? Sometimes? Well, duh, she is. I just don't think I have to shower with junk. But what I mean is, it's May. Why are you bringing this up now? Foxy Bond! Thank you so much for the presents, especially the delightful squeaky bone and the boxes of dog-safe white chocolate. I love white chocolate! Because it takes her about this long to sort through them all, if you hurry, I think Walgreens should still have leftover Mother's Day stuff. Give a dog a bone. Oh, what does it say? Oh, Piney, I haven't gotten to your present yet, because I just managed to move the last truckload to the back shed, but I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Okay, cat. What's this? You finally decided to give away your worldly possessions and become a monk? Because if so, I want your stereo. Pfft, no. I'm putting together a belated Valentine's gift for Sasha, and I figure I could at least unload some stuff I never use. Is she gonna know you slapped this together? No. But just in case, my excuse is that I was still relearning how to walk for most of February. I see. So, what's your excuse for Red Rover's doggone good joke book for dogs? Your lingering brain damage? Oh, hardy har! But I should probably write that down. Max does not know Sasha very well. Most of the book is far too subtle for her anyway. Was Sasha a cat or a dog? I'm gonna say dog. Okay. Moving on. Bunny bun bun hun? Bun? Ah! Sasha, I was just in here to make sure your present was safe. I don't remember any of this stuff. You're kidding. I mean, if I saw this adorable unicorn figure, I would have opened this present first. Where did you get it? Bino's first birthday. A unicorn? That's girl stuff. But I am a girl, silly. I think. Honey bunny bun, honey bunny bunny, hun bun bun. keeps on giving. And what is this? A joke book? This is so great. I bet it's even better than on the inside. And a rawhide bone that smells just like your breath. That's awesome. And a pair of roller skates. And a cardboard box of bubble wrap. And an adorable manatee blush. Oh my goodness. And a tiny piano like the Peanuts guy. This is awesome. Thank you, Beanie. You're welcome, Sasha. I mean, if I knew you were going to be like this, I'd have... This is almost as big, huge, awesome as the gift that King got me. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Alt punchline. Okay, now help me open Fido's present. Almost fit for a queen. Okay, Sasha, where is it that you're taking... A doghouse? Out here? Yep, it's what King got me for Valentine's. He got it from one of the neighborhood dogs before it was thrown out, then he fixed it, lined it with insulation from a scrapyard, and put in a heater, and a really long extension cord. And there's a bunch of old pillows and blankets in here, but I put the nicest one on top. Sasha, why did you bring me out here? Are you just trying to say I'm not good enough for you? Is your latest boyfriend just that much better than me, huh? No, silly, because I need to furnish his present with your presents. Also to invite you in for cuddles. Right, I knew that. And then a little champagne, and maybe a slow motion pillow fight. A little house in the woods. I guess I don't mind this as long as I get to hang out here when he's not around. Oh, you silly. I got something for you in return. I didn't know you played piano. Well, I never had a piano until now. I made this up in my head on the way over. It's beautiful. What's it called? Sonata for my boyfriend who, if he ever re-gets me again, will wake up with his ears stapled to his eyeballs in D minor. Oh, whoops, looks like King left his staple gun here by accident. Teehee. They always know. And this, I believe this is the dog catcher that got turned into a dog? Or what is it? You seem more accepting of this than usual. I figured there was no use resisting anymore because I am dead and this is purgatory. Okay, what does it say? Best comic ever or merely of all time? King in a series of costumes at the Sears Photo Center. What is this? Peanut teaches comics. My name is Death Axe. Someday I'm gonna be as big and strong as Daddy. And then I will eat the mean humans that come to our house. And it's okay, but I don't think you're ready for mainstream just yet. Too much rebelling against the establishment and our bourgeoisie oppressors? Actually, not enough. What does it say? You're gonna wanna... I'm not gonna read that one. Grape! Peanut, if this is something stupid, what do you want? I love you! I love you too, Peanut, but try that again and you die. Lovingly. Okay! Okay. To everyone else who writes, stop stripping the personality off your characters when they talk about love. For serious. End of year 2. Huh. I wasn't that far away from the end of year 2, but I didn't know it was just going to go end of year 2. Whoops. So, moving on. Spot McCloud talks about comics. I'm Professor Spot, and I'm absolutely insane about comics. Of course, defining comics is a task in itself. What good is the common definition if I can't include all my favorite art styles? So we'll start with this to begin. Comics. Plan? 1. Art with juxtaposition. 2. Space equals time. See also art. With this definition, we can plainly see that comics go back millions of years. Comics is more or less equal to survival, so when cavemen were bored, they made comics. The ancient sumos had art, comics as well. Bear and Bull Market, found 1519. In fact, words in comics come from the same source, pictures with meaning. You can see exactly what I mean from this handy pyramid. Pictures, comics, words, lots of shading, smiley face, squares, etc. It keeps me safe from evil alien censorship. Juxtaposition! Okay. Reinterpreting comics. Savage Turkey and Spot the Superdog. Does that mean that the Savage Turkey is going to come back at some point? Maybe. Oh, here's another one. I'm Professor Spot, and I'll say anything as long as it makes comics the ultimate alchemy of art. Did you know that since the beginning of time, people kept words and pictures far away from each other? Roman A. Is that Mona Lisa? Art in Mona Lisa? Okay. In fact, art began primitive and grew up through the ages. Rome falls, civilization starts over, not deliberate, aesthetic choice. Until art finally disconnected from reality, it became obtuse and confusing. I spilled something on this by Renee. Having ascended to a higher plane of existence, art could no longer fulfill the needs of man, so comics had to step in. Comics are the ultimate form of expression. You can make them do anything, which means all comic artists fall into one of these categories. However, as I understand it, most of you settle solely for category 2 because it's story-driven. You sicken me. The 4 approaches to comics are Future of Venus de Milo, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, The Potion That Makes the Doors in Super Mario 2, and The Last Scene of Richard III. Huh. Overemphasizing comics. In the future, comics on the nets will expand our horizons. Monetization is easy with micropayments. By the year 2005, it'll become standard business practice. But even more than that, we can escape the restrictions of print with explosion. Infinite canvas. Not only does it take advantage of the unlimited page space, but it's also impossible to anthologize. Anthologize? It looks sad. You know, if you ever get around to anthologizing your comics, defenestrating comics. Attention everyone, I have an announcement. I have purchased this particularly large marshmallow, Easter Peeps. This marshmallow accidentally left the factory without being die cut as Peeps for the Easter season. It was placed in the discount bin and continually marked down until now when it fell within my price range. Just so nobody gets any ideas, this marshmallow is off limits until I successfully create a mold of myself and carve Tiger Peeps. I recommend eating them on cereal or as an afternoon snack later that night. Okay, so funny story. I had a dream I was eating my pillow. It's gone. Let's see. Guest starring Biff. Oh no, wait, it's just Marvin. Stale jokes for stale mallows. Okay. Ugh. If those Disney-esque woodland critters keep swarming our backyard, I'm gonna call animal control. They're still there? Oh, hail the opener of ways! Guys, seriously, I don't want to play anymore. Don't you have, like, I don't know, families? I would forsake them all to follow you, opener of ways. That's great, but I don't want you to forsake them. It is seriously no fur off my tail if you decide to not forsake them. I mean, I sort of meant it as a hypothetical. They're actually right here. Say hi to the opener of ways, kids. Hi, Mr. Opener. Get out of here. I'm not. You're all individuals. Right after When Animals Attack 37. Next up on World's Wildest Police Videos. A cat and mouse are caught in a game of cat and mouse with a dog. This crook is this supposed to be peanut butter talking, or is this just the actual TV? This crook finds out what happens when you mess with the law. The second law of thermodynamics. This joyrider thought she got a ticket to ride, but she don't care. I don't know why she's riding so high. She ought to think twice. She ought to do right by me. One drunk driver will be sobering up behind bars, and these bars aren't the wet variety. They're made of steel. This little pig went to the market, but this little pig stayed home. Okay, so it was the TV. And a whole bunch of bad puns. Like, the third panel is just a whole bunch of Beatles jokes. I hate summer. It's too hot to do anything except barbecue. Speaking of, have you thought about going to the good old Dogs Club 4th of July cookout? I can't say no to free food, but I'm still mad at Bino for that stunt he pulled on Christmas. Oh, don't worry, the K9 unit will be there. And that's supposed to make me feel better? King, at some point you'll have to talk to someone that's not me. With a face like yours, you could be a real lady killer. Good grief, it's hot. If I paint any harder, I'm going to either hyperventilate or swallow a June bug. Wait. What? Hot and bothered. Hey look, a pair of pants. King, come on. You can't go on hating everyone like this. You don't understand. I don't hate anyone except for Pino. Seriously, I would really like to go. Really! But it's so intimidating. Police dogs make me nervous, Pino makes me angry, and now you're trying to hook me up when I didn't ask for it. I didn't mean anything, but I know, and I would be anxious to go if I didn't have to deal with any of that. Okay, then how's this? I promise, cross my heart, that nothing will get in the way of your good and deservedly awesome time. You're not going. Deliberations over ice cream. Wish fulfillment occurs in other ways when you have your own comic as well. Sometimes they come with gumball eyes. Okay, I'll bite. Why not? I have plans on that date and I can't have you wandering about. Yeah, and what are you gonna do about it? I've already figured it out, you old bird. You can't read my mind or mess with my free will. You're playing some vague supernatural rules that prevent me from doing some much more to me than this whole dog thing. Okay, that's as far as I've gotten, but the point stands. You can't order me to stay here as my... You can order me to stay here as my owner, but not as a god. I dare you to try to keep me here against my will. I am such an idiot. This is why you keep your muzzle closed and your plot secret. Free will free you. I forgot that the griffin turned himself into a human. Maybe I could watch the fireworks through the window. I knew I should have asked Foss to check up on me if I didn't show. Or, there's no time to RSVP like the present. Wump, thump, bump, ka-thump, bump, 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 thump. Maybe I should have emptied my water bowl before I did all that. Rough and tumble. I guess the kibble really does make its own gravy. Thump. Bump. Censored. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, King, I came by to see if... What happened? Oh, Mr. Elephant, let's take a walk down the Gumdrop Lake. I warned you about... This silence is me being caught off guard by a Homestuck reference. I warned you about the stairs, bro. I told you, dog. This came out in 2010, so that makes sense. I think Homestuck started in 2009. I do want to point out the irony of the fact that I started doing Housepets on Mondays to replace doing Homestuck, and the fact that it just threw a Homestuck reference at me out of nowhere. That's... yeah. That was a nasty spill you took. I was worried for a second you might have gotten amnesia. It only works like that in books and movies. I know, I'm just saying, what if? You okay? Yeah, but I'm gonna need a series of drinks after all this. Aren't soda okay? I guess that's fine. I don't want to trade one kind of amnesia for another, right? Later, everybody get naked! Woo! No, he's only had one so far. It's getting hot out here. So take off. It's getting hot out here. I might have only done this so that I had a title for the third book. You know, if I ever got around to that. Or get around to that. Okay. So, Sasha, but you ditched the mutt and we go walkies. No, that wouldn't be fair to be on a Tuesday instead. Sasha! Hi, I'm Daisy. Daisy, honey, give Kingy a hug. Hi, I'm Daisy. Hey babe, how would you like to howl at the moon with me later? Sorry, I don't date humans. Pop. Did I just make the drunkenness completely stop? That would be weird. Okay. Get a hold of yourself. Get a hold of yourself. One of them knows your secret. Why? And stop flirting! Say, cat. You wouldn't happen to know who that beautiful dog is? She's short, has a green collar with the Eye of Ra. Oh, that's Taro. I didn't know she was here. I was hitting on her. She said some really weird stuff. Do you know why? That's because she's psychic, like a dolphin, only she can read minds too. Oh, okay, that's a perfectly normal explanation. Also, she's my best friend's girlfriend. If you have 5 seconds until your appendixes start coming off. Oh, hey, look, that soda went right to my bladder. Ha, see ya. Since you don't have a tail, that just means I get to start with something more important. Not sober enough. Hey, have you seen Taro, cute little Pomeranian? I think it's what the breed is called. Oh, I saw someone like that walk into the woods over there. Hey, you're gonna miss the fireworks. Taro! Hey, Taro, I'm sorry for hitting on you. Come back, please. I need someone who understands. Didn't I tell you to stay at home? Oh, Soda, what walks in the woods at night won't you make absolutely horrifying? Into the woods. It's just that time. See? It's just that time of night when you find everything absolutely hilarious. You're going to ruin everything. Pete, stop this at once. But you're... So it was you who called me here. You're abusing the rules, Pete. Naughty, naughty birdie. This will be so awesome if I didn't just wet myself. Okay, so Sasha's a dragon? Pew! Pew pew, do pew, woo, explosions, fireworks. This is my tisk tisk face. Okay, spirit dragon. Taro? Taro's my avatar. I'm known as the spirit dragon. Wait, you said rules! I knew it! I knew I was a piece in the middle of a cosmic chess game. Chess? To compare the game to chess would be like comparing all of civilization to an amoeba. The stakes are far higher than creation itself, and the rules are more intricate and complex than the foundation of the world. Behold! It can't be. The cosmic game is D&D? Universes and unrealities, actually. 467 billionth edition because Baby wanted her way. Oh, Hugh, you agreed to it. Okay, sorry, but I don't buy this at all. This is too silly. Ugh, you mortals take everything you see so literally. You can't comprehend things on our level, so you create a complex metaphor to handle it. These game books represent the rules. The actual rules wouldn't be able to fit into something so crude. So, sort of like your common chess metaphor, but not so stupidly vague. What do the battle maps represent? It represents the world, of course. And before you say anything, no, we did not make your world. There are an infinite number of low-order universes, so why make a new one when we can just pick what we like? Similarly, the dice represent fate and chance. What do the cans of soda represent? They represent I'm thirsty, so shut up. At least the cosmic game isn't... Dude! At least the cosmic game isn't the game Cosmic Edition. You can't just hit me with a Homestuck joke and make me lose the game in one episode. Come on. The truth, the whole truth. Alright, Squares, what did you have to go and get me up here for? I have a dispute with me first. She moved the temple. That was explicitly against the rules. I did not. A third party moved it, and I couldn't intervene even if I wanted to. I already know. Dragon's favor. Pete, stop being such a crybaby. Now, what's your issue, Dragon? Our dual packs rules were strict. The only allowed parties were dogs and cats. And then I learned that the avatar that Pete chose, this dog, was not a dog in his past. That doesn't matter. He's K9 now. True. One of the rules for this game is no weird time junk. Past status is fine. Even so, my second complaint is that he forced King to change without his express permission against the free will and free agency rule. That's not true. Then explain, huh? That's not... First, you tell me. Even though you've already prevented me from gaining the cat as my avatar, why is your avatar still with the dog? Taro still loves him. Dragon's in love with a low-order being. Shut up! I am not. Is this also a metaphor for something? Because I'm really confused now. And nothing but. For those of you who thought the comic strip was over because it got weird, it wasn't. Welcome back. I'm going to just keep going until this particular plot thread ends. Hold on! I don't know what exactly is going on here between you three, but I do know that I never wanted to be a dog. Okay, I'm okay. No, the rule's not always about what you want. I play in your universes because I like you guys. I don't want you getting hurt on my account, so I have a policy of intrinsic benevolence. We're not monsters, except for maybe Pete. Hey. And that means that if you're deemed part of the game, your choice can be overridden in some cases. Namely, that the action performed is for your own good. What if I didn't want any help? What if I didn't like the help that I got? What if I didn't even want to play? You can still imply, I see where this is going. I see where this is going. You're going to teach me a lesson. Let's get this over with. Are you going to change me to a dog or what? But Stop imitating me, you big parrot! Even if that counts as making me play, you tricked me into thinking I had no choice. And not only was the consent after the fact, it did not include locking my tongue from me saying my own name. Sorry, Pete, he's right. Dragon's favor. You're forbidden from doing anything more to King or entering the arena until you have a full avatar like hers. Whatever, I can always work around that. Say, King, is it alright if I do whatever I like with you from now on? Yes, master! You're only allowed to ask that before you can override his brain, dummy! Oh, details. What just happened? What do you expect, that I should be an expert on the laws of cause and effect? Does this mean that I get to go back to being a human? Turning you back to human would take another performance of magic on you. I doubt Pete would do you that favor. I could do it for him. Sorry, for now he counts either as an unrelated third party or an enemy player, and you are not allowed to intervene until this is over. This is stupid. I don't want to play by these rules. Unfortunately, you exist, and therefore you're always playing by rules you didn't agree to. That's life. Deal with it for once. If you just relax and try to keep up, you might actually find you enjoy it. Like any good game, there's plenty of rewards after you earn them. Rewards sound much better. What are they? That would be telling. But one thing is coming soon to compensate Pete's wrongdoing, and one comes at the end of the game. But in order to receive the boon, you'll have to do one thing for me. What's that? Wake up. Boop. Or was it? Trickster figures be trickstin'. Never believe it's not so. Okay, so I'm going to stop the episode here. A whole lot of wackiness just happened, but it was a lot of fun wackiness. So this has been Anachi Sasuke. I don't remember what number episode of Housepets this is, but if you liked it, a like and subscribe will be groovy. If you didn't, you need to do either one of those things. If you want to click the bell, you can do that as well so that you're notified of future uploads, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.